For the dense radial brush, every time we click, we get 16 points. 16 points. So it's plotting these 4 points around the cursor where I click, but it's not actually plotting a tile exactly where I click. It's plotting around where I click. And it can get some interesting results. It definitely can get some interesting results. Let's review the code before we run out of time here. So we're going to review all the 447 deltas because we're on video 447. In the top-level variables, we've increased the length of our paired arrays of plot points to 16, because each time I click, I generate 16 points. In the Eddy Game data section within the Eddy Game editor object, we've changed the mirroring mode flags to 1, which is binary 0, 0, 1. So 0, 0 for XY means that we're going to do a radial mirror, and 1 for D means we're going to do dense radial mode. In the MIRMAID function section, in our editor put U32 symmetric radial function, we have added the code for dense mode. Also, this section of code is only going to execute in non-dense mode now, because we've added this right here. And then this section of code here is only going to execute in dense mode. So this outer loop here is probably completely unnecessary now, but oh well, it's here. So we're going to loop through every single rotation, 0 to 3 inclusive, and we're going to get the next loading index here. We're going to increment by 4 because we want to store 4 points in here. And you can see that we have all combinations of negative and positive around GTX and GTY. Negative, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, and positive, positive. So here's the first, second, third, and fourth point, mirrored, or not mirrored, but pronged around the click point. We are going to rotate our point clockwise with this formula, then assign this back into GTX, and also rotate our internals of our tile clockwise, and then we're going to go back through this loop. So the last point is going to be discarded just like in our code up here. So it's very similar to this block of code. And lastly, we're going to bounds check. So if we're out of bounds, we're not going to do anything, but we're not going to throw an error. If we are explicitly in bounds, we're going to set our tile. And if we're nan or something, we're going to throw an error. Here's our footnotes, and then here's what we did in this video. And if you want a longer explanation, go here. You are here. Like, subscribe, send money in the mail.